you sacrificed your safety for the well-being of the public and for public information. What made you make that decision?
Well, really the example of millions of Americans who were risking their lives over there, and rather routinely, and showing a great deal of courage. I gave an example of courage. But when I saw that same kind of courage being shown by men who were refusing to go to Vietnam, go to prison instead, it made me realize that civilians have to live up to their responsibilities the way military do. That's what put it in my head.
Now, I know you were spied on. You even had a government hit squad on you. Can you give us some more details about that?
As far as I know, no, they were just going to incapacitate me totally. I don't think with guns.
Yeah, that's an insane story. Can you tell us, how did you find out about that?
Well, it came out later after the trial, basically, when the FBI, actually the Special Prosecutor's Office, ended up spending, they said, more time interviewing on that incident than any other. They didn't get everything they wanted. Most of the people who knew about it simply didn't talk, like Mitchell and Ehrlichman.
And we see a huge difference now where these actions used to be impeachable. But right now, we just had the white papers come out where Obama says they could drone bomb and kill American citizens.
Well put. There were people like Cheney, it now turns out, who worked in the White House then, who didn't believe it was right he should ever have been put on trial. And he was really determined when he came in with Reagan and then later Bush to change the system so that couldn't happen again. And they've gone pretty far. One reason, of course, the impeachment of Clinton gave impeachment a bad name and made it look trivial. People didn't like, and made it look as if we went against them, it would be just revenge. That was very regrettable. We paid a very heavy price for letting George W. Bush get away with his crimes without holding him accountable, because now it's too easy to imitate the men with his successor. The precedent is there, and when the successor is a different party, like Obama, you've made it bipartisan. You've really made it more to the norm. Our norms have shifted to a point where the idea, I had always sworn that I would not be part of a death squad country, as in Central America. I failed. I am part of a death squad country.
Very sad, crazy times we're living in, but my last question is, are you hopeful for the future? And if so, what makes you hopeful?
I'm hopeful in the sense that I think we have a chance. I think as humans, we're adaptable enough that you can't predict the future. You really can't when you look at the Berlin Wall in South Africa, a number of other things. And you can't predict that it's impossible. I think we need to act as if it's not impossible. The odds are not with us. The odds are for a very serious, close to extinction. Actually, people have to act considerably differently in the mass than they have in the past. But if they take the example of people like Bradley Manning and Assange, who are willing to take on the world, I think we have a chance.
I think we do. I'm very hopeful, and I thank you so much for the inspiration. You're a true hero to me and many people. Thank you.
They will either uphold Judge Forrest's decision or reject it. If they uphold it, given the response of the Obama administration, it is abundantly clear that this will be in the Supreme Court within a matter of weeks, and they will...
The chance of getting where we are now, arguing this in front of the Circuit Court, having won an injunction, I would have said was not absolute, it was zero.